Your next speaker is John W. Scott. He'll be followed by Alexis Meyer.
Hello, Collier County Commission. Thank you very much for what I'm hearing so far. I'm very encouraged by the talk of public input and public dialogue. That is very encouraging. And I also applaud the decision to test the water. That seems like a pretty good step going forward. As far as a legal precedent for banning fracking entirely, I know we're only discussing one well, but I know you guys have already decided to move in the right direction, and again, I applaud you on that. But going down the road of a moratorium on fracking, you can look around the country. There's tens or probably hundreds of counties and cities around the country that have successfully banned fracking in their communities. Now, I don't know if those communities are unique or different from here, and thus maybe here you can't pursue that, but I think it would definitely be worth looking into, because as the previous speaker was just talking about, you can look around the country. The health effects are very obvious, and energy companies are not honest brokers most of the time, and the FDEP seems to be a better lapdog than a regulatory agency right now. So that being said, you guys seem to be probably the only thing standing between this community and possible ruination of the Florida aquifer, among other things. So I would implore you guys to, I appreciate what you've done so far, but please keep up the good work, keep the environment in mind and the public interest in mind, because this is such an important issue, because our natural resources in Florida are what brings people here. And if you want to get into it from an economic standpoint, we have a $65 billion plus per year tourism industry. I'm sure Collier County doesn't need me to remind them that that industry is an infinite resource, that as long as you take care of those natural resources and maintain the natural beauty, you don't ever have to worry about it. And I don't think we should be rolling the dice on irreplaceable ecosystems like the Everglades or our potable drinking water for us and other states that rely on the Florida aquifer for some centuries-old technology. And in fact, we should be looking at moving ahead, as she said before, with solar panels. I'll leave you with one last thing, and that is an oil spill occurs, and it is an environmental catastrophe. But if you have a solar spill, it's a beautiful day outside. And I'd also like to add just one last thing, is I'm a little disappointed that when we express the slightest bit of passion about an issue this important, such as applauding someone that just made an eloquent and passionate speech, that we are told to evacuate the room. I just don't understand that, but thank you for your time.
Your next speaker